How's it going, everybody? So, as most of you all know, I've been on this carnivore experiment thing for the past, was it 13 days now? 14 days? And just yesterday, I actually ate some vegetables, okay? So, I kept it keto. I kept it mainly animal based, but I did have a couple handful of greens because me and my girlfriend were out doing a bunch of stuff, and she really wanted to stop and get some food. And so she took us to this place called Freebirds. It's a burrito place. And, for me, I was really, really hungry. And I didn't think it was worth paying, like, I don't know, like $7 or $8 for a bowl with just meat, cheese, and sour cream, because they're not going to give me nearly as much as I would get at my own house. I don't know, it's kind of whatever. But anyway, I've been craving vegetables for quite some time. Maybe it's because my gut bacteria is starving and the bacteria that's required for digesting plants, maybe it was craving vegetables, right? It's because it was dying off. So anyway, I just said fuck it. I was really curious to see what would happen if I ate vegetables randomly. Um, and I never really had too much problems with vegetables anyway. So I just said fuck it, and I had like a bowl full of greens, basically, like mixed greens, arugula, and spinach and whatnot. And we had triple extra servings of meat. So my girlfriend always gets an extra 4 scoops or something. So yeah, so I'd say they probably gave me about a pound of steak in that bowl. And then of course I got sour cream and cheese and hot sauce, but not too much because I was kind of feeling like maybe all the nightshades might cause issues. Just was curious though to see what would happen if I added vegetables back in randomly. So anyway, long story short, I felt really really good, and I think it's mainly because I didn't put any carbs in there at all, besides the greens and whatnot. But I didn't put rice or anything. Usually I would get rice, and I would get I put rice in my burrito bowls or whatever. But no, I did not put rice in these burrito bowls. Okay, I just had steak and vegetables, sour cream and cheese, and it was high protein, relatively high fat, maybe moderate fat, and very very low carb. So I felt great. I didn't feel sluggish. Um, Usually when I had carbs, I felt pretty sluggish, but I felt great even though it was quite a bit of food with quite a bit of vegetables. And I felt great. I wasn't bloated. I wasn't having gas or anything. It was great. In fact, I felt very healthy. I felt really good afterwards. And so I kind of wanted to bring up a point here. I've experienced extreme strength gains over the past 13 days. As soon as I began this carnivore diet, I first of all I was eating on average about 300 grams of protein per day, and um, about 200 to 300 grams of fat. So it's pretty damn high protein. And I've been experiencing strength gains on every single workout. And that's weird because most people are supposed to like go through this rough adaptation phase where they feel like shit and their strength gains are supposed to go away. Like especially people on a ketogenic diet, a traditional high fat, moderate protein keto diet, they usually lose their strength for at least 2 months. But on this carnivore diet, my strength actually increased immediately. And even though I've been injured, I had a groin injury and a shoulder injury before starting this diet, but now I can train with no pain, effortlessly, and I'm gaining strength, even though the doctor said I was supposed to be out for like 3 months before I could lift heavy again. So you have to ask yourself, what exactly is the deal with these strength gains? Why do people lose their strength gains on a ketogenic diet? So I don't think that there's anything magical about carbs. Um, I believe that. So I noticed when I was doing a keto diet for 2 to 3 months, man, I felt like crap. But I was eating a very high fat, moderate protein, like traditional keto diet. I felt like crap. I had no energy. My workout sucked. But this carnivore diet, I feel like a damn god. So I've always noticed the more protein that I eat, the better my performance is in the gym and the better I feel overall. And I notice a direct correlation between the amount of protein I eat and my feelings of well being and health. I've also noticed the more carbohydrates I eat, especially if I'm trying to force feed myself carbs, the worse off I seem to be, no matter what type of carbs I'm eating. Um, I think that most people who follow a traditional keto diet, the reason why their strength and their athletic performance might go down is because they're not eating enough protein. And so there's a lot of people who are scared that if they eat too much protein, it'll kick them out of ketosis. But actually, there's a lot of people in the zero carb community who eat obviously very high protein, and they're still in ketosis based on blood ketones. Now, it is a fact that the body can produce glucose from protein through gluconeogenesis, but only as needed. Whereas when you eat carbs, you're always producing glucose whether you need it or not. What I think is going on is I think the body is when you're doing ketogenic diets, I think a lot of the glucose from gluconeogenesis, because the body still produces glucose in ketogenic metabolism. I think it's breaking down muscle protein in order to synthesize that, or else it's just not able to build as much muscle because you're not eating enough amino acids and protein. And so, for me, I'm wondering if just a very high protein, extremely low net carb diet, whether I eat vegetables or not, I'm wondering if that's more beneficial for me. Because I've noticed I don't need any carbs at all. I've been eating nothing but animal products for the last 2 weeks, and I feel great. My performance has gone up, and no keto flu at all. Maybe I'm not in ketosis, but I think I am. I think I've been pissing out quite a lot of, I guess ketones. I've got keto piss, and I was very dehydrated for the first week. So, my breath smells like the keto thingy about the keto breath. I got keto breath and keto piss. I'm pretty sure I'm in ketosis, although I haven't measured it. But I can tell you I feel better than I've ever felt in my life. After my workouts, I still feel just as energetic as when I went in. But before, when I would eat carbs, I used to feel extremely tired and depleted after my workouts until I'd eat carbs for 4 hours. Then I might feel better the next day. So I don't think removing vegetables are really hindering my performance in the gym. I don't think removing vegetables has really helped my performance. Um, Other people, though, obviously are going to experience extreme pain and other symptoms if they eat certain vegetables. But for me, I think it's the removing of carbs and the addition of more protein that seems to be giving me the best results. Um, and as long as I stick to a high protein, um, like zero net carb, as zero as I can be type of diet, I tend to feel great. So, anyway, my point here is you don't need carbs, and my point is maybe you should try adding more protein if your athletic performance is in the shitter on a keto diet. You can still be in ketosis and still reap the benefits. You're just able to maintain athletic performance and increase it as well. So let me know what you all think and leave your comments down below, and I'll talk to you in the next video.